I'm going to say something that people might not understand. There's levels to it. Okay, so let's just say that spirituality is real, okay? And energy work is real. Let's say that you could see energy, right? Now, even if it's not real, there are people who practice energy work, right? And alchemy. So let's just pretend it is real, okay? I would just say I'm a light worker. So I like to give light advice. I like to give people good advice. Don't ever hate or even attempt to hate on somebody who is an energy worker. Like, it doesn't matter if they're a light worker or a shadow worker or just in general. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because it's never going to be reciprocated as hate. It's just not going to work. If you hate somebody, put energy into hating on somebody who is an energy worker, they're going to alchemize that energy into some sorts of manifestation for themselves in their life. They're going to benefit off of the hate, realistically speaking. And that's like an energy work, but it also is just like a whole thing in general, because if you dislike something or someone that much, just take my advice. Don't give it energy. Don't give time. Don't give energy. Don't even give acknowledgement. Because, like, this is coming from somebody I've had group chats made in regards to hating on me. Group chats. So let's just pretend energy work isn't real. Bitch, I'm delulu enough to be fucking flattered by that. Like, what the it's just like energy to add people into a chat, to then take time out of days, time, which is more valuable than currency, to hate on me. Listen, if I ended up getting anything in an upgrade of my life within that point in time where people were just hating on me in a group chat, I was probably alchemizing energy, because that's wild. Yeah, realistically. And if you want to take it to like, we could break it down from spirituality to just if you want to be delulu about it. Like, don't think just because you're hating on somebody, they're going to take it as hate, because you're taking your time to do it. And then if you want to break it down to actual general psychology, like actual psychology and on a mature level, you're taking your time to do it. You have to put yourself in a negative mindset in order to be negative about somebody or something. And even if you're not in a negative mindset, okay? Even if you're not in a negative mindset and you're like, ah ha ha ha, laughing at somebody, you're just being, you know, you usually have to use negative words, right? And words hold a lot of power. And I'm not talking like mystical, magical power. No, just your subconscious can't register certain things that your conscious registers, right? So, like, if you're sitting there and you're hating on somebody and you're like, you're a piece of, you're da 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 da, your subconscious actually doesn't necessarily fully register that you're saying it to somebody else. Your conscious does. You're fully aware in that moment and you're like there. But the words that you put yourself around, that you choose to use, and that you allow around you definitely affect yourself. So if you're sitting there hating on somebody, you also are subconsciously negatively affecting yourself. And you don't know if that person is actually taking that hate as a negative thing, or if they are, you have no clue, you know? So just like, maybe don't hate so much. Especially when you get to a certain age, there's just so many more things that you should be doing, could be doing, and should want to be doing, right? Like, it just doesn't even make sense. But then there's some people who are just petty, spiteful ass people, hateful type people, and they genuinely get joy from chaotic, spiteful. Well, actually, here's the thing. I think most people who claim that they're chaotic aren't actually, because chaotic, it doesn't even matter, but those types of people. If I was to try and encourage those types of people to stop being hateful, I would be like I would straight say, what if you hating on somebody is the only reason why they are working to better themselves and actively becoming better? therefore only making them more agitating to you. But like, it seems like you're the only one getting a negative repercussion in that. You hate on somebody, they take that hate and use it as a way to better themselves. They get better, feel better. You end up more annoyed. And it goes deeper than that. There's some people who are actually attracted to the same things that they don't like, right? That then results in feeling annoyed and hate and da 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 da, right? Here's what that indicates to somebody who understands the human psyche: lack of self control. That's what that is. If you, like, yeah, no, that's lack of self control. Or internalized shame. So like a good example could be like, say somebody grew up in a racist family, right? And they were told to not like a certain race, not like a certain race, not, and they were conditioned for that, right? And then they end up being attracted to somebody who is of that race, right? They might then feel internalized shame because you should have never hated on a homie in the first place. People are people. Yeah, no. There are people who could hate people, be attracted to them, and then in result, it just equals self hatred. So just like sit with yourself and figure some out, okay? If you dislike something you are attracted to, you either aren't actually attracted to it and you're being conditioned to be attracted to it, or you don't actually dislike it. Maybe just don't pay attention to the things that you dislike.